What's up, NBA fans, and welcome to another basketball chess video. The playoffs have gotten off to a crazy start, and I wanted to spend some time digging deeper into the Nuggets-Blazers nightcap on Saturday. The Nuggets defense looked pretty lackluster in Game 1. In fact, according to StatHead, Saturday's game was the second best offensive performance the Blazers have had in the past 40 years. With that context in mind, let's dig into the film. The Blazers' half-court offense strongly relies on pick and roll, and they were one of the most efficient pick and roll offenses in the league this season. Because of that, I'll mostly be focusing on the Nuggets' pick and roll defense in this video. Denver played two main variations of pick and roll defense. Their simplest coverage was to have Jokic drop back to corral the drive. However, this gave up the pull-up jumper to the ball handler. Their more common scheme was to bring Jokic up closer to the level of the screen. The idea here is to have Jokic engage the ball handler and buy time for the guard defender to recover. This makes it much more difficult for Lillard to shoot a three off the dribble, but requires help defenders to contain the roll man. Before we get into the Nuggets' defensive concerns, let's look at what the Blazers were doing to exploit this defense. I noticed Lillard and McCollum were reading Jokic's positioning and reacting to what he gave them. If Jokic dropped back, they would immediately dribble into a jump shot. When Jokic would come up higher, they would either make a quick pass to the rolling big or attack downhill if his positioning was poor. A more sophisticated idea I saw the Blazers execute was running side pick and rolls with an empty corner. In such plays, if Jokic comes up, the help defender has to come from the weak side corner, which is much further away. Now that we have a better idea of what both teams were trying to do, let's take a closer look at what went wrong for the Nuggets on defense. The biggest problem I saw with the Nuggets was late, undisciplined rotations. On this play, Michael Porter Jr. is supposed to X out and recover to contest Anfernee Simons' shot. Here, Aaron Gordon doesn't slide over to help on the roller fast enough, and it's an easy layup for Nurkic. This is a better rotation by Gordon, but Nurkic still catches the ball with a head of steam and absolutely posterizes Gordon. On this play, the help defenders seem to be simply going through the motions. They're in the right spot but offer no resistance to the layup. Another fundamental issue I saw was guards having trouble getting over screens. Jokic is only supposed to contain the ball handler for a second as the guard gets back into the play, but as you can see, he's left on an island here and Dame goes downhill for an easy layup. This play is another example of a guard failing to get around a screen, leading to Jokic being left on an island and easy penetration for Lillard. Let's talk about some things the Nuggets can do to have a stronger defense in Game 2. One adjustment I'd like to see the Nuggets make is for them to drastically reduce their use of deep drop coverage. Dame and CJ have shown time and time again that they are ready and able to knock down pull-up jumpers off of ball screens. When they bring the big up on pick and roll, I'd like to see the Nuggets help come earlier, before the roll man has a chance to get comfortable with the ball. Gordon does a superb job of anticipating Nurkic's short roll on this play. He's well prepared to protect the rim before the roll even happens. Another point of emphasis for the Nuggets guards is to stay connected to the ball handler and fight over screens. The Nuggets' few defensive stops in pick and roll from Game 1 occurred when the guard stayed in the play. Here's Campazzo navigating around two screens and Lillard has to settle for a tough contested jump shot. Here's an example of a play the Nuggets defended really well. This empty corner pick and roll stop is due to a combination of both the guard fighting around the screen and timely help on the roll. Let's see it again. One subtle thing they can change is for Jokic to be more active with his hands as he meets the ball handler. Jokic has surprisingly good hands, averaging more than a steal per game, and I think he can make the pass to the short roller much tougher.
Finally, I want the Nuggets to mix in some hard hedges where the big man comes up even more aggressively to double team the ball handler, just to give Lillard a different look. The Miami Heat executed this with great success in a recent matchup with the Blazers.
Thanks so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to cover a certain playoff matchup, and as always, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the video.
I'd also like to thank Coach Smalls for talking through some of these matchups with me, and I've linked her Twitter in the description below.